Hello, my name is Aarron Hicks. I'm 20 years old. My hometown is Lackahass, British Columbia, and I'm currently at the University of Calgary taking a geomatics engineering degree with specialization in energy and environment. Hello, as Canada's next great Prime Minister, I've made up a platform of some things I will do to help bring Canada into the 21st century as a great country and make sure that Canada is staying strong within its own borders. Some of the points of my plan are economy. We need to look at our economy no matter what the economic times are like. The environment. We need to be environmentally responsible with this planet. Misleading advertising, public security in the justice system, democratic involvement, immigration. So first off with the economy. The key thing for me with the economy is education and upgrading. It's not that we're facing a big epidemic where people can't find jobs. We are in some provinces where we're seeing slowdowns, and politicians jumped on that as a way to grab votes. But what we're really seeing is a huge void of workers in Canada's workforce. Businesses are saying we need more workers, we need skilled workers. So we will be putting a lot more money into education to ensure that people can afford to do that upgrading, to make sure that students who've completed their first year of university can start to focus on the learning instead of on working to get money to pay for their education. We're going to look at becoming industry leading. We're going to pioneer Canada into the world spotlight and make Canada strong in their technology and the advancements of their technology. We're going to look at competitive markets within Canada. A lot of our markets are non-competitive, and this leads to higher prices for Canadians. We're going to do stuff to bring in new entrants to drive down the prices by having more competition. Global economic issues. We know this is a big thing, so we've got a plan to look at the global economic issues and to deal with them. And also, there's an election in the U.S., and they're a very close economic partner of ours, so we have to be strong and ready to negotiate with them if they come to us. Environment. We have to look at environmental issues, but at the same time, right now we're going through a hard economic time. We need to make a balance to make sure that we're still doing our part in the environment, but we're not hurting the economy and hurting Canadians. So our economic issue will make a balance of economy and the environment. We'll make sure that there's no new environmental plans that are going to hurt the economy, but at the same time we won't tolerate more emissions. We'll look at transportation too, upgrading transportations and infrastructure as ways to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Misleading advertising. We're going to tell businesses they aren't allowed to advertise prices that aren't true. We're also going to look at online scamming, such as trying to sell things online and then not really selling the product you described. Public security and justice system. We're looking at policing. We're going to continue to increase the police force as the Conservative government has been doing. And we're going to put a lot more funding into cyber crimes, as well as identity theft and child porn. We're going to look at the justice system. It doesn't seem to be completely doing its job at rehabilitation, and that's what we're putting all this money into it for. We need to make sure that people are getting rehabilitated and given the skills needed to integrate back into society. Accountability. People want to feel that the police force is accountable, so we'll work closely with the Commission for Public Complaints against the RCMP to improve the system, and to also look at protection for whistleblowers. Look at democratic involvement. We want to make sure Canadians are being informed, have easy ways to be informed of what we're doing, as well as ways to communicate with Parliament such that they know their voice is being heard. We'll increase funding to CBC, which will allow them to investigate more news stories, bring more to the public attention, and also provide opportunities for the public to be in the media. Immigration. We know this is a huge problem in Canada. We're going to be looking at it. We're going to be improving the system, and we're going to be doing a lot for immigration. So in general, with my platform, I want to put Canada into world spotlight. I want to look at our education system. I want to work strongly with the provincial governments, as they're the ones who look after many key components like healthcare and basic education. For too long, Canada has seen its global impact shrink, and politicians too busy looking at numbers and how to win the next election. It's time for Canada to continue the great work of past leaders in setting us apart as a great nation, one that is helpful to the less fortunate, one that is diverse and accepting, and push Canada into the 21st century with a strong vision and place in this world. I don't claim that one man can steer an entire country into greatness, but one man can build the vessel that Canadians and their representatives will use to journey forth. And that's what I plan to do. For my full platform, you can find everything on my website, borntown.com.